y'all, back again with another art video, and this time I'm doing something a little bit different, and we are going to recreate a Bob Ross painting live on stream. So, before we get into the main painting, I figured I'd go over the supplies that I'm going to be using, and first off we have Marie's acrylic color. Um, I bought this set from Jerry's Artorama. I believe I got it like half off. So the retail price was like 18 something, and I only paid $9 for these. But yeah, I like these acrylic paints. They're bright and vibrant, and I think they'll do well for this painting challenge. I know Bob Ross tends to use oil colors, but I'm gonna be real, I don't want to be here for hours. I think I can get the desired effect with acrylics, and I've painted a lot of acrylic landscapes in the past, so I'm gonna give it a try again because I haven't done it in a while, and I want to get back into doing landscapes. So I figured that this is the way for me to do that, at least in a way that doesn't take forever. But yeah, these are the paints that I'm going to be using. I don't have all the colors in my set right now, but I have them in a jar next to my desk, but here's pretty much what the set looks like. These are like a mid-range brand. Sorry if you can't see that. They're a bit more expensive than like your student colors, like apple barrel paints, although I love apple barrel paints. I think if you want craft paint, that's a good option for 50 cents. But this is more of an in-between. It's not professional grade, but it's a bit more than like student paints. And like I said, I like them. And I want to use them more, so that's what we're doing here today. But yeah. These are 18 colors. Like I said, I have some sitting in a jar beside my desk, so can't see all of them here. But next up, we have the canvas. I'm pretty sure this is like the Arteza canvas. I bought these off of Amazon. And I think this is the last one I had that I had at this size. So it's a 9x12. Again, a bit smaller than what Bob Ross uses, but I think for this challenge, it'll work just fine. I usually don't use full canvases. I mainly use like canvas panels, but I figured I'd try something different, and I had this in my closet for months, so I might as well use it. And I also forgot to buy another palette for my acrylic paints, so I'm just using a plastic plate for that. I think plastic plates are good if you don't have a palette for your paints. Not the most professional thing, but something you can use if you have it. And of course, they're cheap. I also have my jar of water. Nothing too fancy here. And I'm gonna actually test out these new paint knives that I got. I'm pretty sure that I got these at Five Below. If not Five Below, it was either Five Below or Walmart. I'm not sure. But these cost like $3 and they're pretty cheap, so yeah. Next up, I just have my random set of craft brushes that I've collected over the years. I'm pretty sure these ones are from Target, but like some of them are from like other paintbrush sets that I have. Again, I don't like to spend a whole lot of money on paintbrushes. I think the craft ones for like $3 are pretty fine for most cases. So yeah, nothing too fancy, but it should get the job done. And last and not least, I have some titanium white paint. Yeah, I tend to use a lot of white when I use acrylics, so I wanted to make sure I had an extra tube, so I bought this. Pretty sure I bought this at like Walmart for like $2. But yeah, it's white paint, nothing fancy. Put this over on this side. And I think we can pretty much get started. I laid out all my supplies that I'm going to use. And I have my video pulled up on the upper left corner. We're going to do the Season 10, Episode 12 painting, Winter Frost. Because it's December and I'm feeling kind of wintry. Although today it's like literally 80 degrees where I live. We don't really get too much winter. But that's beside the point. I wanted to draw something Christmas themed, or at least winter themed, and I figured that this would be the appropriate action. So basically, what I'm gonna do here is we're gonna go through the Bob Ross episode, and I'm gonna film myself doing the different steps. Since I'm using acrylic, I'll point this out now. You know how he usually lists all the colors that he uses at the beginning of the painting? Since I'm using acrylics, I don't want my paints to sit because they will dry out if I take too long, so instead of like listing all the colors, I think I'm just gonna pick from my set, and then yeah, I'll use them as directed, but I don't want them all on the palette because they will definitely dry out, and I don't even think I can work that fast. I didn't buy the medium that would allow me to let my acrylics sit for a bit longer, but maybe if I do this as like more of a long-term thing, I'll get that, so I don't have to worry about it. But yep, I talked about my supplies and what I'm gonna do for this video, so yeah, let's get straight into it. Let's not waste too much time. Painting's good because like it helps you understand your I guess your color balance and all that. And something else that I tend to do when I use acrylic paints, anyways, is that I tend to like go over it again with sometimes with gouache to add in the little details. So if I need to make certain things brighter, I think I'll probably go into my gouache and like try to do little touch-ups in certain areas. Like for this yellow, I know it's not orange, it's not going to be quite as pop of an orange that I would want, so I can see myself like going back over this. But regardless, let's keep going.
There, just load a little bit on the brush. Let's go right up here. Maybe we'll have a sun in the sky today, so decide where your sun's gonna live. There you go. There we are. See, my sun lives with me. There we go. Every time he goes out, I move, but he finds me.
So it looks like he's making a sun. So let me move my stuff. And yeah, let's get started. It's always a little nerve-wracking put your first like mark on your canvas, but yeah, it's what we're gonna do. And honestly, I could probably make my chat a little swap. So it looks like Bob here is figuring out where to put the sun. So it's gonna be like our main like guide in our painting here. So we can figure out where we want to put it. And I can already tell that like the yellow here isn't quite right because I don't have like a cool yellow, but we're gonna make it work. So I think I'm gonna put it like over here. And like I said, if I want the yellow to be a little bit more, I'll probably go over it with like gouache or like a acrylic paint pen and touch it up like probably like when I'm done. But right now I just want to get the colors down. I just wish I had the right yellow. This one's more like gold than yellow, but that's what we have to work with. But I still really like these. These are the Maurice acrylic paints. I've had them for a few years, and I go back and forth with them, but I really want to try to learn acrylic paints a bit more. And I think if I'm going to be using like the primary colors, I might break down and get like a primary set soonish, probably. So, yeah. So let's try to do a little bit of blending. I kind of have to be fast here since I'm using acrylic. I don't want it to dry. So I'm gonna go around the edge and like add more white as I go to blend the paint out a little bit more. And I probably could have moved the sun down, but that's okay. Maybe might be a little too close to the top. And if you hear a clanking, because it's me hitting my paintbrush on the tripod that I'm using, but yeah. Let's try to use more white. This white isn't quite as opaque as I would like it to be, but I think for this, it's fine. Blending with acrylics can be a little bit of a challenge. So I'm going to clean my brush off with my water. And I'm going to go in with a bit more white because I want to blend this out a little bit more. Uh, Painting definitely takes patience, but it's not bad. I want to do more painting because I feel like I gotten away from it these past couple years. I used to paint a lot of landscapes, but I don't do it as much these days. But yeah. Yeah, I don't like how dull this yellow looks. It should be a little bit brighter, but I can fix it later. Don't want to waste too much time here. So basically what Bob is doing here is he's putting paint around our little sun here. So that's what I'm doing right now. He said to do the crisscross, but I'm just kind of going along as I can here. Acrylics are a bit difficult to blend. Not impossible, but you do need to work a little bit harder to do it. At least do it in a way that doesn't look streaky. Although some streaks is nice because I like having a bit of texture in my paintings, but you want it to look a little bit intentional. But could turn this.
Okay, let's put a sun in here. For that, I'm going to use this finger, big old finger. Just tap it right into the paint.
Nope,
And go right
I'm
up
gonna
there.
do the
Keep
same
moving the
thing.
brush. But finger painting's fun too. And push very firm. You just want to push that color right into the fabric. Now then. Of course, if you try to blend this, that paint's going to smear. Take your knife, come right up here so we can see. Take your knife and just go zoop, and zip it right off. The value remains in the canvas. Now,
I do have a paint knife, but
just blend it. And that's one of the neatest, easiest ways to make a fantastic little sign.
it's actually pretty smart. Fog.
Okay,
Okay.
told you this would be an easy one. Knew you would like it. Tell you what, let's have us a little mountain in here. We'll use some Prussian blue, some Van Dyke brown, and alizarin crimson. Blue, brown, and crimson.
Okay, so I said blue, brown. I need more blue. And crimson. I still have plenty of crimson on here. So I'm gonna need to add some more blue, I believe. I'm using ultramarine, not phthalo blue. It's a little bit warmer than that, but I'm liking how it looks so far. So he's using a paint knife, and I have a couple paint knives, but none quite as big as what he's using. So we're gonna make it work. Last time I used the paint knife, I sort of poked a hole in my canvas, so hopefully that doesn't happen here. I need more paint, so if it's not dark enough, I might use a little bit of black. So I'm gonna use a little black here in case the blue's not quite enough. I don't want to use too much black though, because some people don't like it when you use black with paintings, but I think it can definitely be useful. So we're gonna take our blue and put some brown. I'm gonna put the little red here, and we're gonna mix it up like he is doing. And yeah, I want this darker, so I'm gonna add a little bit of black. Now this looks like a candy bar, and like not a mountain. But I'll probably like go over this with more black. I just want to get the color down pretty much. So let's see what he does.
Okay, and the more crimson you use, the more purplish your mountain will become. Pull it out very flat, cut across, and get that small roll of paint right out on the edge of the knife. One of the questions that I answered earlier, but in case you missed it, I'm going to say it again because I get so many letters about it. People think that my knife is different than the one they're using. For television, they make us paint the knife black so it doesn't glare. My knife is just like your knife. Until I painted it, it looked like chrome. It's very shiny. But if I leave it that way on TV, then it shines and makes big things come on it, and they yell and scream at me. So I just paint it with a flat black spray paint, just for the purposes of TV. It's like all the shiny parts on the brushes. We put duct tape on them.
So I'm not using quite the same like palette knife that he's using, but this one's good enough. And my mountains are a bit more brown, but that's okay. I kind of like it because I went a bit more purpley up in the foreground here. So I'm gonna grab a bit more brown. Because I do want to stretch these mountains out on the foreground here. And let's add some more blue. Yeah, I think I'm probably gonna have to get like a primary set of paints because these are kind of running a little low. But I know before when I was painting, I did tend to use the primaries quite a bit. But let's mix that up. I'm not the best at using like a palette knife, but I can use it a bit. And I might go over this again because like I have a glossy black from Apple Barrel that I can probably like go over if I want it to be a bit, pop out a little bit more than it is. Okay. This is messy, but I think I'm actually doing okay. I think. Yeah. I'll probably put a little bit more over here. And yeah. This video is probably going to be a little longer, but I don't care. Like, if it's just me randomly painting, then I might speed that part up a little bit, but I'm having fun, so that's all that really matters. Let's keep going.
Keeps them from shining, but they're no different than the equipment that you're. Some of the more difficult parts. Look at this, see? Here, maybe a bit of shadow. See how you can do that? Maybe you want to change it, and maybe you want this one to come out here like that. You can do all these things and just look and get an idea of what it's going to be like. All right? These little things will help you. Use them. They're your friends. Okay. Beat that little devil off. And let's put some snow on this mountain. We're going to do a winter scene today. So for that, I'll use white, and I'm going to put the least little amount of bright red into it. The least little amount. Just enough to warm it up. Pull it out flat.
Ooh.
Nice roll of paint right out on the edge there. Okay, let's go up here. Take the point of the knife, put it right up here at the point of your mountain. Touch.
Okay, so he's adding snow to the mountain here. Oh boy. My mat is like super dirty. I'm probably gonna have to switch to the other one once this is all said and done, but it is what it is. Art is messy. So I'm gonna use my second paint knife that I have over here. Okay, so he said to use more white, so I'm gonna grab that. I've also sometimes I've used white gouache with my acrylics too, but not too often. If I didn't have my white acrylic, I would just use that. And again, there's nothing necessarily wrong with doing that. So he said to add a little bit of red. So I'll grab this. And again, I'm not quite using the same knife that he has, although I think it's more of a spade than like a knife. But don't want to get too technical here. You could do the chemical paint thing if you try it outdoors. The thing is, like, oil paints just take like a long time to set up, and I definitely couldn't be able to do that in one stream. It'll take like many hours. I might, maybe. I'm not sure yet though. Or you didn't like the smell. Yeah, I don't see myself trying oil paints anytime soon. But that's what Bob uses, but I think I'm doing pretty well with my acrylics. So I'm gonna try to do what he did, which may or may not work because I'm not using a spade. But I think I can probably like make something work. Actually, maybe I could try the brush. Let me see. Let me try that instead. These acrylics don't have a smell. My watercolors don't smell either. It's just oil paints, because it's not even necessarily the oil paints themselves that give off the smell. It's the paint thinner. Oh, I seem to be having an easier time using the brush, so I'm going to use the brush here, because I don't have a painting spade. But, yeah, I'll probably go over this like with another layer of white, because some areas still had a little bit of wet paint. Yeah. I have to get violent and press those edges right. I don't want to go too aggressive with this painting, because it does have like a floaty feel to it. I don't think I have like a painting spade. I might have one, but I don't think I do. The set that I had was just painting knives. But I think I'm making it work as best I can with the tools that I have. And for that, I'm like really happy about it. Unless you're going for realistic mountains, I prefer jagged mountains. Just drew linear mountains in my background 0 minutes ago. Oh, 10 minutes ago. Here I'm not gonna do a line art. But yeah. If I were to do this, something like this in my sketchbook, I would probably like make a little sketch. But I usually don't add line art to like landscape paintings.
No pressure, no pressure. Just relax and enjoy. Let it flow. Just relax and let it flow. That easy. That easy. That's probably one of the biggest problem areas that people run into. It's because they apply too much pressure to the knife. Take a weak pill. There you go. Just relax. Just relax.
Okay.
See? Just let that bounce around and play and have fun. But no pressure. I can't say that enough times.
Now I'm trying to background. I don't neglect backgrounds. Oh, most definitely.
Maybe it just wanders all over the place. We don't know. This is your mountain, so you decide. You decide. Wherever you want it to go, that's exactly where it should go. Let's put some shadows in. Let me clean off a little spot to work on. I just have paper towels over there. I'm wiping the knife and the brushes on. We'll take a little bit of Prussian blue and white.
I'm asking you to do line art. Yeah, I'm just talking about my process.
Mix it about like so. You don't have to over mix it. Just
But I probably do need to learn backgrounds.
once again, cut off that little roll of paint.
If I were
very
doing like
gentle.
watercolors, then I probably would have
Now
used
then,
a line
go back
art.
in here and begin finding all these beautiful little shadow areas. See them?
So
There
we
they are.
added uh, some shadows. I'm not sure I wanted to do this. He used blue, but my uh, mountains are more on the brown side. And if I used blue, it would look gray. Um, Honestly, I might skip this step. If I need to go over and make some areas darker, I can probably do that with the black that I have. So I'm gonna skip this. I think for now it's fine though.
Just lay them in here. Now this is a very Looks like a whole family. You got mama and papa and 3 kids. Whole family little trees. Okay, and we can take another brush, put a little liquid white on it, a little white, and at least a little touch of phthalo blue. A lot of paint on the brush. Let's go up here. Now then, I'm just going to take that and put the indication here and there of some highlights. I don't want to lose that dark value. It's too pretty. The contrast.
Yeah, painting doesn't look too well.
Just here and there, a little snow laying on some of these trees. Just a little.
I probably could have pushed the contrast a little bit more, but all in all, I think I did a decent enough job. I haven't painted that this much in a while.
Go into some white. Let's grab some Prussian blue. Very dark. Make a blue about that color. Go right up here. Now, some happy little bushes. They're right there. We're putting some dark in.
I can put
will show.
bushes though, that might actually fix, because this side was looking a little empty. So I think I will do that at least. So I need to get some more ultramarine blue and some crimson probably, because I need to make another purple. So I think instead of the tree, I will just do bushes, because I think I can do that relatively easily. Need to add yet some more white. I'm gonna have to buy more white paint too. I'll probably get some like apple barrels when I go to the store, because like they're 50 cents and like they're good enough for challenges like these. I don't buy the hype of like professional acrylics, to be honest. Student brand is just fine. I only got this set because it was like on sale. Although the white, I'm pretty sure I got like at like Walmart or something. So I'm gonna add some bushes. Although I want that to be a bit more blue, so I'm gonna have to go over that again. I'm probably gonna post like a picture like after I end stream of like what his painting looked like and what mine looked like. I think that would be a fun little comparison. Because obviously there's things that I did not do here. But I'd say I'm having fun despite some setbacks. And I definitely want to do this again. Maybe I'll like have like one stream per month like this. I think that could be fun. And also, I think I made the bush a little too big, so I'm gonna have to go over it again with white, because I need to clean that up. And also, this could be like a good shade color for the mound too. I didn't want to go blue because the mound's brown. I think purple would stand out a bit better. And I think I was a little bit, I was a little right about that. So, let's see, let's go in with more white and fix this bush over here. And then I'll probably have to go over the uh, highlights again. Yeah, I'm kind of just looking at this last little stretch of the painting because I don't want to overcomplicate it because I am working like on a smaller like size than he is, but I don't know. Uh, I think I did pretty well. I'd give myself like a 6 or 7 out of 10 so far. And I think I'm pretty much done. I don't want to add too much more than this, but let's see what he does anyways.
Just putting some dark in. And let's reflect some of that right into the water. There we go. See there? Now, 2-inch brush, grab it, and pull down. Pull it straight down. Go across. Gives us some reflections. Now with a clean 1-inch brush, dipped it into the liquid white and then into titanium white. Pull the brush in one direction. Load a lot of.
I'm pretty sure there's like a liquid white for acrylics, but I don't have it, so I'm just using white paint.
Here. Touch, give it a little push. And let's make some snow-covered little bushes out of these. Aren't those pretty? There's another one right there. There's another one. Here's one. And as many as you want. Okay. Let's tell you what, let's do. Let's have a happy little cabin hid back here.
Well, I don't think I'm doing a whole cabin. Maybe next time I will try to be a bit more,
a bit of white. We'll go.
I guess,
There we are.
pay more attention to the details, but,
Get the small knife.
because I'm working on a smaller size, I don't want it to look like it's, like, crunched up.
Over.
I do have a bigger canvas in my closet, so I might need to figure out how to
Front.
record myself painting on that,
Dark sienna. White.
because it's a little bigger than the one I'm using here.
A little bit of snow on this side. This is where that small knife really comes in handy. It gives a little, all kinds of pretty little things.
I can add, like, more reflection in, like, the water.
We got us a little cabin. Now, take some white. This is just titanium white. Put it right out like that. Like so. Just let it come right out. That easy. A little liquid white. And we can drop in a water line into here to clean it all up. Okay. Back to our brush that has the white on it. And we can pop in a happy little bush here and there. This guy's like me, doesn't cut his yard, he's just about to eat his house up. Okay, let's have some fun in the front. Take the old big brush and go into some Prussian blue and white.
Watching Bob Ross paint is such a classic.
Maybe right along here. Wow.
Well, Bob Ross's painting video might be done. I'm not quite done with this painting, even though I didn't add all the details that he did. I want to add a bit more contrast, and I want my painting to pop a little bit, so I'm going to add some black. And what sets this black different, apart from the other paints that I've been using, is because it has a satin finish. And I think that it could actually be nice, because I don't want my painting to be completely flat. So, this is the satin paint from Apple Barrel. I think this one's like $1.50, more than their normal 50-cent paints, but if you like satin paints, then I definitely recommend it. So, Bob's painting video might be over, but I would decide to go over this paint again with a few more details. I used some sand black paint, which I don't know if you can see here, but it's a little bit shinier, and it's a little bit of pop to this, but overall, considering that I did this in like an hour and some change, almost 2 hours, I think it looks good, and I definitely want to do more painting streams and painting videos like this, so I might make that a once a month thing. The second weekend after of every month I do a painting stream. That might low-key be fire. So, if you enjoyed this content, then don't hesitate to like and subscribe. Follow my Twitch, join my Discord, all those good things because I talk about art and painting quite a lot. And yeah, until next time, YouTube. Peace. Take care and goodbye, YouTube.